You're listening to the John and Heidi Show Bonus Hour. If you miss any of the program, you can find the podcast at the bottom of the page at sunnyradio.com.
It's the John and Heidi Show Bonus Hour on a Wednesday. Heidi's actually in the room right now. You usually
I am.
You scoot out of here for a bit. I've been doing some interviews. Why don't you like being involved in the interviews?
Because we end up talking over each other.
I don't know what you're talking about. What do you mean talking over each other? Oh, you mean like that?
Yeah.
I can tell you, it is kind of awkward because there are times when I'll have two guests, and then I never know like how to do that. Where I have to say, okay, I'm going to talk to you. Now I'm going to talk to you. Now I'm going to talk to you. It is kind of weird. So, but we had an opportunity right now, and I want to talk about something. I do have a guest coming up on Friday. We're going to be chatting with Mike Denning from the fireworks store. Awesome guy. And, you know, a little over a month from now, we're going to be hanging out together on the 4th of July. He does the big fireworks show at the W.H. Lyon Fairgrounds. It's SiouxFallsFireworks.org is the website. You can go there right now. You can get all the details. That show is a free show, and it's coming up on the 4th of July. But the reason he's coming in here Friday is to talk about a show in T this Saturday. Now, it's also officially a free show, but the one on Saturday is a fundraiser for Emily's Hope, so they would love it if you'd bring some cash along, and then there are going to be folks walking around with buckets, and you can throw some money in the bucket. It's a nice fundraiser that they do every year, and it's this Saturday. And you know who's never been to this, Heidi?
Who?
Us. We've never, ever been to it.
We've been to his shows.
We've been to his shows.
Phenomenal.
But this Saturday, I blocked off our calendar, and I had 3 different things that have come up, but I had already blocked it off because I said, I'm going to this. I'm absolutely going to this. They do such an amazing job.
I love fireworks.
Yeah, and they do such an amazing job. So we're going to go to the fireworks show this Saturday in T, and you should come over and join us. It's going to be a lot of fun. And then, again, he's going to be in studio Friday to talk all about that. He's got a bunch of fireworks stands. So if you're one who goes out and buys fireworks, I encourage you to get them from the fireworks store. Not only are they better price, they're far more affordable than several of the other stands that I had looked at, but they also give money back to the community, both Emily's Hope and Feeding South Dakota. So there's some really great ways that you can get the fireworks you want for your family, save some money, and give to the community, which, again, is lovely. And it's shopping local, because a lot of these tents and these people that pop up, they're from somewhere else. They come here to take money and then take it back to wherever they're from. So, again, fireworks store, local. All of their locations around here, I don't know how many they have, somewhere around like 8, maybe 7. They got a bunch. They got a bunch of locations. We'll chat with Mike all about it on Friday, but I wanted to tell you about it now so you can make plans to join us Saturday night in T at the sports complex. All of the details at facebook.com/sunnyradio and facebook.com/Sioux Falls News.
What a year. With prices on everything going up, it's more important than ever to have a better credit card. Some people use a credit card that's not a very good one. At bettercreditcards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. Bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Time now for Back to the Basics in Healthcare with Balanced Life Chiropractic, and we have Dr. Harley joining us. How you doing, Dr. Harley?
Hey, good morning, John. I'm doing fantastic. It was a great weekend to just get outside and refresh. We took an extra day off, so it's good to just get ready to get back into it and get ready for summer.
And yeah, it kind of feels like summer's here because the Memorial Day weekend is like the unofficial start to summer. And we had kind of a hot and muggy weekend. Mm-hmm. As we get into summer, there's a thing called heat stroke and heat exhaustion, and we're going to talk a little bit about that today.
Yeah, it just made me think of with how hot it was on Saturday that some people might not be thinking about, what they should be doing when they're outside to, make sure that they're staying safe, because, we're thinking of wintertime, we don't really think about the water that we're taking in. So it's when we get to summer, it's like, okay, we actually need to start paying attention to that. So to start with, you should be drinking about half your body weight in ounces, if at least a minimum of 64 fluid ounces. And some people, that's a lot, but that's like the minimum. But then when you're outside in the summer, sweating, working, you need to be drinking way more than that. There's not really a good reference, but you should just be drinking way more water when you're outside, because if you're not, that's when we start reaching into the dehydration, or you're outside in the sun, heat exhaustion can start setting in. and then it could lead to heat stroke.
So when you think you've had enough water, have a little more?
Yeah. When you're thirsty, you're not drinking enough water.
Oh.
That's what they would say. If you're waiting until you're thirsty or dehydrated, you're already behind.
So now, do things with water in them count? So if I drink something that has like a lot of water in it, does that count towards water or not really?
Tea, coffee, pop, alcohol, all those things do not count.
So beer has a lot of water, but that doesn't count?
Does not count. And coffee and tea are actually more dehydrating because of the caffeine in them. And alcohol is not good for you either when you need H2O, water, actually rehydrating and replenishing your tissues. You know, things that have like electrolyte packets in them, those are going to be good for you, but you shouldn't just be drinking those straight. Like, you should be drinking those if you're doing some sort of activity. They're not just, hey, I want, some fancy water or thing.
So how about flavored water? Does that count towards water?
Depends what's in it.
Okay, so some of the flavored waters that make it taste good, that's not necessarily...
If it's just like sugar, that's not... I mean, the sugar is going to help just replenish carbs and stuff if you're sweating a lot, but you should be drinking, normal water or water with like electrolyte type stuff in it. Because when you're sweating, you're losing, sodium, potassium, all those electrolytes. So that's the purpose of those types of drinks, is to replenish that into your body. Because if you're drinking too much water and you're not putting in those electrolytes, you could actually become too hydrated, and that can cause problems as well.
Very nice. So get plenty of water and plenty of rest as well. And
Definitely.
then if you need to see a chiropractor, I can recommend one, Balanced Life Chiropractic. How do they get a hold of you guys?
They can give us a call at 605-215-1785 or shoot us a message on our Facebook page, Balanced Life Chiropractic. We'd love to chat and let you know how we can help you improve your health and have a better summer.
You can also find them online. Their website is balancedlifesd.com.
Did you know you can allocate a percentage of your IRA to physical gold and silver with a tax-free rollover? You can put your IRA back on the gold standard. Genesis Gold IRA is the only IRA that can hold physical precious metals. Call now for your free gold and silver report and learn how to qualify for up to $10,000 in free silver. GenesisGoldIRA.com would like to help protect your IRA today with a simple phone call. Learn more and get the phone number at GenesisGoldIRA.com. That's GenesisGoldIRA.com.
Time now for This Day in Sioux Falls History, brought to you by the Sioux Falls Fun Page and Sunny 93.3. It was on this day, May 31st, 1954, the first races are held at the Sioux Speedway. It was a brand new 3/8 mile track near the intersection of 6 Mile Road and Highway 42. Sioux Speedway was the racetrack in Sioux Falls from 1954 to 1958. To take in amazing fast-paced races. Tragically, a racer's boycott in 1958 financially ruined the track. The little hope that remained for a comeback was snuffed out when Till Huset opened up Huset Speedway just a little further east near Brandon. This Day in Sioux Falls History has been brought to you by SiouxFallsFunPage.com and Sunny 93.3.
How much do you pay for your cell phone every month? If it's more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring in your current phone. iPhones and Samsung phones both work well with Mint Mobile. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying, just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Wednesday, May 31st, brought to you by GenesisGoldIRA.com. Equity markets tried to advance, hoping a debt ceiling deal was reached. However, those hopes were dashed by mounting opposition from both sides in D.C. The news brings the chance of default much closer, which could have far-reaching implications for the market. The caveat is that no debt ceiling standoff has yet resulted in major economic crash or market downturn, and this one is unlikely to do so as well. Interest rates will bring the market down, and there is no indication the FOMC will be cutting rates anytime soon. The next FOMC meeting is in 2 weeks. The odds of another FOMC interest rate hike are 65% due to a hot read on inflation last week. This will put the base rate at 525 basis points. The risk for the market is that inflation will not subside appreciably for several more quarters and that rates remain high indefinitely. In this scenario, investors should expect outflows from equity markets to continue. You could get the inside track at MarketBeatMinute.com.
InsuranceChicken.com wants to know, how much are you paying for your insurance? I know it seems like a hassle to switch to a different company, but if you can save a few bucks, it's worth crossing the road to InsuranceChicken.com. We have several of the top insurance companies trying to earn your business. They do that by offering great insurance that is cheap, cheap, cheap. Okay, enough of the silly chicken puns. It's time to get serious about saving you money on your insurance at InsuranceChicken.com. That's InsuranceChicken.com.